Welcome back. In today's Health Watch, it's National Nutrition Month, a month focused on encouraging others to make informed food choices and develop healthy habits. Today we're talking about a rising star, my sourdough starter.
I thought you were talking about me for a second, but yes, I've heard a lot about this. I've heard a lot about this. This is cool.
Yeah, so his name is Little Richie. Okay, so he is made up of flour, water, and wild yeast and lactic acid bacteria from the environment that it's around. And so sourdough is actually really healthy for you and your gut as well, and because it's actually a microbiome in and of itself, because it produces bacteria and acid from the environment around you.
So the more you talk about this, it sounds less like bread in this creature in a jar.
Yes, I've named it that way. It's more like when you name your plants, you're more likely to feed it and water it. So when you name your sourdough, it's you're more likely to not forget to feed and water it.
Now, why is sourdough in particular healthier than other options of bread?
Yeah, so commercial bread will actually have something called phytates in it, and it's like an anti-nutrient, and actually sourdough is more easily digestible. So you might find that you're not having issues with digestion. It's good for gut health because it is a prebiotic, since it's a fermented food. Like very similar to yogurt. Yogurt is very good for your gut microbiome, and it's because it's a fermented food. And lactobacillus is one of the bacteria that is in sourdough.
All right, very cool. And most importantly too, we always talk about the health benefits. That is probably the most important thing, but also so is taste.
Yeah.
So why don't you walk us through what you made?
Yeah, so we've got tortillas, and my husband and I used to buy carb balanced tortillas. These are very common in the grocery store, the Mission brand, but they have actually trans fats in them, and trans fats are hydrogenated oils, and they increase the shelf life. So this is a healthier alternative, no trans fat, just olive oil in here. This is a focaccia bread, and it's an Italian flatbread, and it's got cheese in the middle of it, and cheese on top. So
focaccia.
Yeah, and then we've got Cheez-Its over here. I don't think you can see the details, but I've got the little dot. Yeah, sourdough Cheez-Its. 3 ingredients: sourdough, olive oil, and Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, they look like the Cheez-Its, so maybe a little lighter.
Right. Yeah, and you can add paprika to make it a little bit more like the signature orange color.
All right, well, let's get right to it.
You hear that crunch?
It's tasty.
Good?
Yes.
Awesome, yeah, and no preservatives in these. And so, sourdough, actually the acid in sourdough makes it last longer, so it is a little bit more shelf stable as well. Yeah, so if you
not to talk with my mouth full.
Well, if you have a topic you'd like to cover, send us an email at pressreleases@ktbs.com.
That's good. Nice job.
Thank you.
Yes, sourdough-rific. All right, why don't you handle the teas while I finish chewing?
We'll keep it here for more news and weather straight ahead.